Hi everyone, my name is Madeline Bugeau-Heartt and I'm really excited to be sharing this Leadership Commons resource with you. The title of it is Embodied Play and Practice, and in this short video I want to tell you about 1, how it came to be, 2, how you can use it, and 3, why I feel embodied practice and play are so important for these climate change times. So how did this all come to be? I think I first wanted to make this piece as an act of resistance to the amount of time I was spending as a student, sitting at a desk and staring at my computer. But I was also curious about the relationship between the body and how we work our way through the climate crisis. So much of how I've encountered our engagement with the climate collapse has been very heady and intellectual and reason-based, which is great and necessary. But at times, the climate crisis feels so paramount, so huge and abstract, that there's only so far my brain, my thinking can take me. This resource came from the question of what happens when we put some of this churning and exploration and wondering about these wild times we're living in back into our bodies. So I decided to collect a whole slew of exercises and games that focused on the body and the voice, to be engaged with both in community and individually. There are 13 exercises in this resource, and they're organized in such a way that starts from easiest, if you will, to more advanced. There's a short description of the exercise and then a how to play explanation. Some of these practices are accompanied with YouTube videos to give you a better flavor of things. I've also included some music suggestions, and exercises with modifiable movement levels will have a plus mark next to them. They're designed to be either used on their own, either as a warm-up or standalone inspiration generator, or you're welcome to stack them cumulatively. Perhaps by starting in a group with an easier exercise and then moving your way together to more advanced pieces. For example, say you have a green group at your church. You might start your meeting with free dance or the open chest exercise to warm people up, but then move into something like vocal odes or dance building in order to generate fresh thought, emotional connection, and collaborative and creative problem solving. These practices are designed in such a way as to provide spaciousness. And what I mean by that is that I believe they're valuable exercises in and of themselves, but if you want to spin them to your needs, to your own particular frameworks or vocabulary, you definitely can. So why? Why these exercises, these games, these practices for a climate-changed world? I really believe that we must return to our blessed bodies. They are not things apart from our experience of these profound times. We must expand our thinking, finding loopholes and new entry points into ways of being that our minds alone cannot manifest. We must begin to build trust amongst our communities and to soften towards people by way of seeing them move and express how God intended for us to move and express, with creativity, with beauty, and with love. Lastly, these are hard times. I often feel despair, anger, anxiety about what's happening in our world. It is thus more important than ever that we practice joy, play, and presence. I'll leave you with this. You don't have to be a dancer or have any prior movement experience to do or facilitate these practices. You were born to move. So be brave. As Miss Frizzle once said, take chances, make mistakes, and get messy.